did this.
Wow. Okay, before we start Thursday's check-in, hanging out with Kira for a bit. Kira, tell the channel about this cutting I gave you a long time ago.
It was how many? It was
a couple years ago.
Like maybe 3 or more years. And it stayed a little piece of cutting. Probably it was like 3 leaves. It was about 3 leaves. And it stayed like, you know, small for all these years.
Look at this
and
glow
this
up.
Year,
look at the glow up.
This is just this year, all this.
Wow.
I don't know what I gave it or what I did, but I was like, what the heck?
Any other plant update?
Thick. Look how thick it
wow,
is.
it's a good one. It's strong and healthy.
Wow.
Any other plant that I gave you that's doing good?
You gave me this.
Hoya obovata. Yes, mine's finally blooming.
It's not
finally
blooming, but it's this too. This thing was going to the ceiling.
Wow.
I had to take it
Hoya
down.
goes.
Look at it.
Wow.
It was all the way touching the ceiling because it was growing on this. I had to move it. Yeah. And then...
Did I give you the crinkle 8?
Yeah, you gave me that one.
Wow, look at the glow up. Yeah, my mother plant is about to bloom too.
That one, and you gave me... This one. This one's growing like crazy
wow.
too.
So all of the Hoyas are doing great. Very fun to see the update. Give Thursday's check-in a big thumbs up for our little plant update of Kira's Hoyas. Well, and then this is the Pothos and Joy. I mean, you, like, this is goals here.
It just did it this year, literally probably like February with...
Wow.
It was never like that. It stayed in a small little pot. 4 or 5 leaves max.
So if you get a cutting, you just never know. Because now this is larger than my plant.
Really?
Yeah.
From
the mother plant. Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. Very fun update. Happy planting from Las Vegas. Back in Santa Monica, so is the Hoya obovata. Grandma, say hi.
Aloha.
So before I pick the blooms, because the last batch of blooms opened up, I wanted to share on Thursday's check-in what they look like. We have some here. We got some here. And here. So I'm happy that I was able to save them, and I can't wait to make some very fun art. Okay, here's a look of my crinkle 8. Hopefully the blooms will produce, because the blooms here did not produce, so I'm pretty upset about that. But here is a quick little overview of my Hoya compacta in full bloom. These right here must have just opened up. So gorgeous. But if you look throughout the whole plant, you will see there's a lot happening here. Yes, so gorgeous. We got more here. We got more here. And all the way down here, take a look. So very happy.
And one up there in the middle.
Up here, Grandma?
Yeah, there and there.
Oh, yeah. Ah, my prize baby. So it is Hoya season. So cool. Lots and lots coming. It is Thursday's check-in day of filming, and I know I shared what the Hoya compacta looked like a few days ago when I came back from Las Vegas, and since then a few more blooms popped up, which I want to share with you before I sit down in front of the camera and harvest the blooms. So let's just go through the mother plant really quickly. So this was the first set of blooms that popped up, and if you look throughout the plant, you can just see a bunch coming through. Hopefully I'll be home to catch them. And then we have another set here, which is so gorgeous. And then if we look down here in this section, lots of activity happening here. We have a set of blooms here, and then if you look throughout the mother plant, we have more popping up here, here, and look at this, some right here. So there's a lot of activity on this mother plant. I'm so happy. Of course, I'll be creating art with the blooms, and as well as, I guess I could give you an update on my crinkle 8. I think we have some blooms that'll pop up somewhere here, I think, in hiding. So hopefully these will pop up for me. Hopefully these will bloom for me. But very fun to see, and I can't wait to create art, and pieces will be up for sale in the shop. Hey everyone, this is Jewelyn. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Thursday's check-in. As you can see, I'm back in Santa Monica with the plant babies, which includes my beautiful, gorgeous Hoya obovata. I'm glad I was able to transport it to and from Las Vegas without damaging the plant or my interior of my car, because this plant is huge and it took up the whole back seat of my car. And I'm glad I'm able to do what I do with creating one-of-a-kind art pieces with the blooms from the collection. So stick around, because apparently it is Hoya season this time of the year for the collective. And I am going to now face the camera this way so you can see what the Hoya compacta looks like in bloom. I was able to give you guys an overview prior to sitting down in front of the camera in today's video what the mother plant looks like, and as you can see, it is in full bloom. I'm really shocked because I think last year the blooms popped up for me in August, so about, you know, almost 2 months early, but I think maybe it just has to do with like the perfect weather and amount of sunlight that it's doing here in the patio, hitting against this part of the patio, because I know in previous years having the Hoya compacta live in the collective, it was living against the patio walls. And if you watch my plant tours, I've been keeping up with the channel and the collection, and you know where it used to live, and apparently there's not a lot of strong or enough sunlight to have it produce blooms. And then since I moved it here, it's been producing for me every season. So I look forward to creating one-of-a-kind art pieces, and I guess I should shift into some very fun updates with the shop and do some very fun announcements. If you haven't watched Monday's video, go ahead and check it out. It is my bathroom plant tour, and I will be announcing on next week Thursday's check-in the winner for that giveaway, as well as this coming Monday you're going to see my Las Vegas plant haul. I have yet to do any planting with Jewelyns with these plant babies. I think I'm going to wait till I come back next week to do a planting video, because I want to just make sure that I'm going to be around while I do the planting and make sure that if they're unhappy I can catch them, because I hate to do a planting video and then go away for a handful of days and something happens to the plant. At least I would be here to save it. So maybe in about 2 weeks I'll do a planting with Jewelyn after I wrap up my Las Vegas work weeks for the month of July. And I can't believe we are heading into a new month. There's very fun things happening for me this summer. I'll talk about that in Thursday's check-ins as we get through the next few weeks. My plan for the collective while I'm here is basically kind of just maintaining. I did bring all of my supplies back for my soil mixture, so I think at the end of July when I'm here in Santa Monica I'm going to be focusing on that. But that is kind of what's going on with this collection. I will be kind of prepping the collection for me in Las Vegas to be away. I know my mom is going to help me water the collection while I am away from Las Vegas for a couple of weeks, and I will be traveling in August for my birthday, and I'll announce where I'll go in the next upcoming weeks, and I can't wait to film content. Speaking of content, if you haven't watched Travel with Jewelyn Brazil on the vlog channel, go ahead and support the channel. I have 18 videos on Reel, and this coming Sunday is going to be my first episode getting to the Amazon. So we'll see how much content I have as far as for Travel with Jewelyn episodes for Brazil Amazon, but I think there's going to be at least 10. I wasn't expecting 18 out of Rio, so 18 episodes, and I'm so happy that I was able to capture my time there, really with the stress of making sure nothing happens to me or my electronics getting stolen. I'm really shocked I got that much content, so hope you guys have been enjoying that. And this coming weekend I will not be doing any pop-ups at the shop. I am going to be in Las Vegas dancing. I had paid a $50 fee to apply to the companies in Las Vegas, like the flea market, farmers market. I can't believe they have such a high fee, but I am just kind of like not going forward with it right now because you have to pay insurance on top of that, which is something that we don't have to do here in California or Hawaii. And I'm not really vending there throughout the whole year, because of the weather. I do not want to vend over 100 something degrees. Even 90 something degrees is really hot. Rose Bowl was really hot in like the high 80s and it felt like over 100. It's very miserable, and I don't want to vend in Las Vegas during the winter in 30 degrees. So if anything, it would just be maybe 5 months out of the year I would want to do pop-ups at the shop there. So that is the reason why I haven't done it or gone through with it. But they do have my $50 application fee. So maybe in the future, maybe in the spring, maybe we'll see. We'll see. But I am trying to get back to the Bay Area to do some pop-ups for the holiday season. I'm waiting to get approved, and I will announce that so you guys can plan if you're in the Bay Area to come to one of my pop-ups. I'm trying to do 2 weekends and 2 different markets for November and December. So hopefully I'll find out soon, and you can mark your calendars, because I know a bunch of you from the Bay Area came out to my pop-ups last summer, which I can't believe was a year ago, and it was very nice to meet you all. So no pop-ups this weekend, but next week Thursday I will be back at my neighborhood farmers market in West Los Angeles and Westwood. So if you are in Los Angeles and would like to come see the shop, meet me in person, you are more than welcome to. It is from 12 to 5. It is not dog friendly, and I will leave the flyer at the end of this video. Another fun announcement that I would like to make is that I am finally launching my jewelofhawaii.com website for the shop. So I finally have a web shop for Jewel of Hawaii, and I will be slowly putting things on there. Not everything, because my inventory is huge and every single piece I create is one of a kind. So it's not like I am selling cookies or candles or body products where I have like, you know, 10 to 15 things and bulk of them. It just does not work like that for me as an artist. Every single thing is one of a kind. So with a huge inventory and doing pop-ups throughout the months, I can't have everything on the shop. I think it'll drive me crazy working so hard to put something online and then it sells at the market. So I'm going to be very picky and choosy on what I post on the web shop. And the other thing about having a web shop is there's so many fees. So it is more expensive than I would like to sell my items for, but I want to make it accessible to anyone who has internet. And for those of you who are not able to come to any of my pop-ups, you can always log on to the web shop and purchase something off of there. But it is not everything that the shop has. So I guess that is the big announcement in today's video, is I now have a web shop. I'm gonna also put grandma's sewing things on there, and maybe I may also put maybe my pre-love belly dance costumes on there too, because that's something I'm also trying to like get off of my hands. I have so many. But that is the big announcement, so please go on and see what it looks like. Every day I'm slowly investing time into it. It's taking forever because I have so many items. So I think if you log on to it every day, you may see more things added onto the shop, or the web shop will be looking different as I invest more time. But that is the big announcement. I've had the shop now for 2 years. I can't believe it's been 2 years. So it's about time that I invest into this, because I feel like if I've been in it for 2 years, this is something that I am kind of going in for the long haul. So I finally decide to invest in it. So show some love, and I finally have the web shop, and I look forward to adding more things in it. So that's kind of what I've been focusing on in the last week since I've been back in Santa Monica, and since last week Thursday's check-in. So I think that's gonna wrap up today's video. Just a short and sweet hello. I wanted to show you the Hoya Compact in Bloom, announce where I was gonna be with the shop, and announce that I do now have jewelofhawaii.com live. So that is going to be it for today's video. I will share more next week Thursday's check-in. And if you're new, welcome to the channel. Subscribe for daily uploads. Between the main channel and the vlog channel, you get a video each and every day. And I will see you next week Thursday in Las Vegas, Nevada. Aloha from Santa Monica, California. Happy planting and have a great summer. little bonus hello from the little munchkin. Say hi, everybody. I'm a good girl and helping mommy. You were so good at Melrose this past Sunday. She just sat in her playpen all day at the market like a champ. Like you're just been doing it forever, your whole life, right? Being mommy's helper. Say subscribe and thumbs up the video, and see you in Las Vegas next week. And of course, we're daily vlogging, so eventually you will see Hokulani on the vlog channel. Say bye from Santa Monica.